Hi, welcome. I'm so happy that you are here. Um, we will talk about how our family members and our children and our parents trigger us and why it's difficult to find that harmony in um, our relationships. So, first, I invite you to drop into the space within you. So, close your eyes. Get settled, and we'll share a brief meditation together, coming into the space that is a little bit deeper within than your mind, beyond the mind, beyond thinking. Follow your breath moving in through your nostrils, down into your lungs, nourishing your heart, and out through your mouth, relaxing, inviting stillness into your body, inviting peace within yourselves, the cells of your body, yourself. Allow the mind to rest. Allow the body to relax even more, even more. Even more. Even more. And then find that stillness within, the seed of your being, the beingness that is you, the beingness beyond mind, beyond filters of perception, of ideas and opinions. Go beyond. Allow yourself in this moment to let go and go beyond. Allow that divine space of beingness to be the most important in this moment. Nothing else is more important right now than for you to acknowledge the space, the beingness within you. And to allow that space, that sense, difficult to grasp and to know and to hold and to feel exactly where and what it is. But to allow that space, presence in your awareness, in your consciousness. If there's pulsing, allow. If there's nothing, allow. If there are tension around, allow. If mind is active, allow. Go beyond, just feel at the same time the space, the beingness, the stillness within you. There is nothing you need to do in order to be. There is nothing you need to understand in order to be. Because you are already this beingness is yours already. It is who you are, what you are already. Allow it to be and take place and take more place in your conscious awareness. As often as you remember. Now let us open our eyes slowly, if it feels okay. And allow the beingness to remain in the background or as present as you can allow it to be. While listening to some words to your mind, to understand a few things on how to approach life and to invite more harmony. And as I said, the mind doesn't need to understand for the beingness to be there, for our presence, our divine presence to be there within us and to be expressed in our relationships with our children, with our parents. But we place so much value onto our minds that it's helpful for the mind to understand a few things, to let that presence through. So we are talking about children, our own children, and our family, our parents and siblings. We are talking about them because they are in our lives as expressions of the divine, helping you find out that you are the divine, helping you clear the screen of that which you believe that you are not, helping us heal what needs to be healed so that we can be who we truly are the harmony, the peace, the stillness within, and to express that consciousness, to express that deeper awareness in our relationships as peace, as love. Imagine being that parent that embraces your child, how frantic and how angry and upset and full of it that they are, in a full-on tantrum, as the divine love, as the divine motherly love, unconditional, harmony in form, not becoming upset or triggered yourself. And I believe, since you are watching this, that sometimes in life you get upset when your children are upset. You get triggered perhaps by your father or your mother or your kids or your sister or brother who doesn't understand your journey of awakening, who doesn't understand the new you, or how you feel, how you function, and the support that you might need in this deep process. Everyone around you are there for a reason. They are not there for you to learn how to set boundaries and distance yourself from them, which is quite common amongst us awakening spiritual people. Say, no, I've had enough. I won't see my parents that much because they just make me feel terrible. They make me feel lousy, and I am drawing a line. I'm not having it anymore. But really, they are there to help you. They have, well, you could say they have volunteered, but they are just an expression of the divine, really. That is you, to show you lessons, hardship, abuse, for you to heal, for you to come to that insight of that what you truly are. And I know how frustrating it may be, how easy it is to just think that my parents, they just don't know, they just don't understand. I'm just going to leave them be, feel a bit sorry for them perhaps, or not. I'm just going to take it, and I'm not going to take it. And I really don't want to dive into the mother wound, the father wound, which is something that is a core karmic wound for us to look at. Not just one, but for most, there are deep lessons, deep opportunities for karmic cleansing through our father line and through our mother line and through our children. And really nothing changes when we speak about kids or parents. Whatever is triggered within you in the relationship of another, you can turn and look within, as in the second class, how to heal. So what we do is that we look within. What is that saying about myself? What is it in this tension with another that is aroused within me What is the emotion that is awakened? What is the feeling, the deep, deep, deep emotion that's being stirred? One approach is to go and feel that emotion, to allow that emotion to rise and to expand and to deepen and to really express itself in a moment with yourself, not in a conflict with another. It doesn't help anyone. Just feeds the two egos with stories. Perhaps that's what's needed, and that's what is going to be happening. But it's really looking within that feeling, that emotion that arises. How much can I feel? How much can I allow myself to experience that emotion that arises? And whatever comes up, thoughts, past experiences, beliefs, stories, mental loops about things, look at that. Allow and shine the light of awareness just by you watching, observing, allowing that to come up, to be seen by you, and you are healing. If you want to go in more depth on the healing aspects, look at that other class, second class, How to Heal Yourself. I want to speak more on how to use it in everyday life, and how to, when we have looked at and healed and really those strong triggers begin to feel like they are ready to be challenged, because you see the truth for what it is. You see that it is a trigger or a potential situation that might trigger you, or there's memories of what has been in the past that your mind is repeating to you. You can try and be the light in those situations. Mostly perhaps in the parent relationship, you with your parents. How can you be the light for that other person? Because I won't say in all cases, but in many cases where you are being triggered by your parent, that parent is perhaps having a bit of a more dominant mind, more limited mind, not as awake and aware and conscious as you perhaps, then that will trigger you to awaken and heal and move further on your journey. So really there's gratitude involved. You can see that person as a very evolved soul coming in to help you in those aspects. And for that, we can show them gratitude and release whatever tension there is. We can be stepping into the masterful self of us in those relationships. We can be the light that we can be with them. We can show them the unconditional love that we wanted perhaps from them and they were incapable of giving, so that you could find that within yourself. So that you can find that within yourself, because that which you find in self-love is who you are. Unconditional love for yourself is who you are. They are helping you see that. They are helping you find your true self. Unconditional love. And you can give that to them. You can be that for them. And know that they don't need to understand everything that you understand any longer. They don't need to understand everything about you any longer. You can go into those situations that you perhaps have been dreading, a weekend together or a visit to your parents, and just be the presence of love together. It may sound difficult, it may sound too out there, but just try it. It changes everything. And when it's not possible, when there's something that is hard and triggered, then go back home and look at that in gratitude. So with our kids, for those of us that have kids, I'm sure you have kids because the title of this class is about having kids and being triggered by kids. So our kids are the same. We have karmic contracts. They are expressions of the divine, of that we are as well. They come and show us where we need to heal, where we need to evolve, where we need to look at, to help us find the light within us, to help us be the unconditional love, to help us be the mother that we wish we had ourselves, the father that we wish we were experiencing ourselves. So let's say if our kids arouses, triggers an anger and irritation, why can't you just do that properly? Why can't you just do that properly? You make me so angry. Then we can look at that and see, is there a pattern here? Where do I get angry at my kids? Is that when they are not doing as they're told? Is that when they are not doing things perfectly? Is that something that, is that when they talk too much? Is that when they're not talking enough? Is that, when is that? Is there a pattern? And if there is a pattern, you can turn it around and see first of all, see what am I thinking about them? Am I thinking that they just can't get it right? They can't do it. I get angry when they are not doing as they're told, because they should do as I say, because they should do it correctly. They should learn to do it correctly, and when they are not doing it correctly, I just freak out. And if that is the case, turn it around and see, was there a pattern as growing up, as me as a kid growing up, where I was in the same position as my kids? There was someone in my relationship, in my parent situation, that my dad or mom or bonus parents, was there an adult with influence that didn't like how I did things, that became angry and unloving when I did things the wrong way? Was there a pattern for me growing up, feeling unloved unless I did it in the correct way? And oftentimes what we are triggered by our kids is our own inner child that needs our own love for that same thing. And when looking at it that way, you can see that perhaps the behavior in our kids is not really anything strange. It's just our interpretation of the situation that arouses the feelings and thoughts and carousel of inner turmoil, so that we can look at that to heal. So really we are doing it to ourselves, and our kids are not really to blame for anything. They are not obnoxious, the word. So when we see that way, then we can see and heal our own inner children. And just by identifying the pattern, you'll notice a big shift, a big difference in how you handle a situation, how much loving you can be in a situation. The difference in being triggered and angry when someone's angry to being, wow, you're angry, I'm here for you. It's a huge shift. So yeah, when you have seen the pattern in how you react with your kids and how you have turned it inwards and seen the pattern with your own childhood, perhaps you've noticed that you speak as your mom spoke to you in anger, or your dad, or maybe you don't speak it, express it, but you secretly think it. You perhaps unconsciously think it because it's not so, perhaps the thoughts are not that nice. Perhaps the thoughts are causing you to feel shame or guilt for even having those thoughts, for even wishing that your kids weren't here so that you can get your work done, or feeling that the kids are in the way, stopping you. Those are not really the feelings, the thoughts that we want to recognize within ourselves. So perhaps some of them are unconscious until you open up with awareness and love and acceptance that it is okay for you to disclose to yourself what you're thinking and feeling in those situations. Yes. So the kids are here for our sake. The parents are here to help us. Everything that is happening and triggering and stirring up emotions are here to help you. And when we take responsibility for our own experience, our own evolution, our own need to be loved, not by someone else, but by ourselves. When we take responsibility for that, we accept and see every part of us that we wish we weren't expressing or thinking or being. We can accept that, we can love that, we can see that. And that love heals. That allows you to be unfazed by tantrums, to be accepting and loving, to express the motherly love. And the motherly love is unconditional. It means without conditions on your behavior, on your kid's behavior. You don't need him or her to act a certain way for you to be harmonious with them, loving, accepting. You can be loving and accepting in any circumstance with their behaving in any way. Because if they are being triggered by something that you do or something that happens, they are kids. They are here to develop emotional body, to experience emotions, to express, and we want them to express their feelings, right? We don't want them to bottle up like we have. We don't want to be the one to tell them no, it's not okay to be angry because then your mother gets angry and doesn't love you. They feel that you don't love them perhaps. So the signal we're sending is that it's not okay to be angry. It's not okay to be sad. It's not okay to be difficult or confused in social circumstances. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. That's the signal that we're sending to them. When we react and shut them out, we distance ourselves from the loving bond that we share. Now, I believe that as parents, the best thing we can do is to allow our kids to have all the emotional experiences that they want, that they create for themselves through the experience in relationships that they have. And to express anything as much as they can. Say if they are angry because I broke the banana in two, quite common to be angry as a 3-year-old perhaps, to be really frustrated and so upset and disappointed for this simple thing. If they are having a tantrum and wanting to express anger, perhaps they use a banana as a trigger so that they can release that anger that is caused by something else, something old from previous lives. I, as a parent, we don't need to know the reason for them being angry. We don't need to cast off any history within them and only look at this situation and tell them that, no, this banana breaking is not a reason for you to be angry, is what we normally tell them. Through signals or through words, through our own reaction. We say to them in so many occasions that it's not okay to be angry for this. But remember that they use this so that they can release something that they're angry about from something else, from another experience with another parent, or with a difficult experience in daycare, or frustration in learning the ways of being a good friend and having friends that don't want to play with them. And every new learning that these little kids are going through in this life or in previous lives, whatever is held within their being, they release through emotions. So let's help them. Let's help them. We can. I do. These days, it wasn't always this case. Of course, I'm sharing this because I've gone through this journey. But these days, as they become angry, I celebrate it. Say, okay, great. I see you want to be angry. I say, you need to be angry right now. And even when they try to hold it back, I say, do you feel you need to be angry now? Then be. Throw, hammer on the couch. And we have plenty of times when my son is 5, almost 6, when he becomes so angry, he comes and he's, just want to hit me. He kicks me and he hits me, and I say, no, it's not okay. And I fetch a big pillow from the couch and just hold it and say, just kick and hit in here. It's okay. Kick and hit in here on this pillow. That's okay. Kick as hard as you can. And he just goes at it. And I encourage him. And in the end, he just laughs. And I laugh. Just get it out, out of the system. Just get it out. And be loved in the meantime. Isn't that the most beautiful thing we can do? To give to our children the permission to act out these impulses that is not anyone's doing. It's not their intention to be in a certain way or hurt someone else or be causing something. There's no intention, no conscious intention. Just allow them to express what needs to be expressed. Let me see that I forget. Yeah, no, that's all. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. You can comment below. So in the meantime, let us join in the moments of being together. So close your eyes once more. Come into your beingness. Inside your body, inside, beyond your mind, beyond your thinking, consciousness. Allow that to be a screen, a filter, full of filters, and go beyond. Just simply find that space within you where it feels as if you are being, from this space, the stillness. The seed of awareness. Just be. And feel that in this moment we share presence in the same beingness. And perhaps you can feel how this beingness remains whilst your mind does its thing. If you like to stay in this space for a while, then do that. If not, open your eyes. Thank you. I love you. Thank you.